What's up, everybody? Sorry it's been so long since I've done a video. Been really busy. I'm here in Laredo right now. I had a 4-stop, 2 in Dallas. Well, it picked up in Ohio. I had 2 stops in Dallas, 1 in Austin, and 1 in Laredo. Sitting here in Laredo now, waiting on another load to come in. Kind of bored. Can't wait until December the 7th. I get my new truck and everything. I'm getting a Peterbilt. Got to say bye to the old girl. She's been really good to me. I got a Freightliner Coronado SD 120. She's been a good truck. I ain't never had a problem out of her. Been in her over a year now, and I don't want to buy this truck out. My lease is done, so I went through Peterbilt and everything and got my own truck. That I'm leasing it back over to the company that I work for. I work for ATS, Anderson Trucking Services. Went and got me a 2019 Peterbilt. Get to pick it up on December the 7th, so there will be a video, especially be a video that day and everything for the new truck. Really excited for it. Can't wait. But no, things have been doing good and everything. A little behind on the videos and everything because of where I've been doing a lot of oversized loads. My GoPro, I didn't get one from Walmart or Best Buy or anything like that. I bought it from the actual GoPro website. I got a promo code and everything to use to get 25% off and everything because of where I've owned about every GoPro that ever come out. And I got a 25% discount on the new GoPro if I went to the new Hero 7 or new Hero 6, whatever it is. So I went ahead and bought one and everything. I'm waiting on it. Now, the videos that I'm doing now are on my S9 Plus. I like it and everything. I mean, it's good quality video. It records in HD. Or I can switch it over to 4K and everything and record, but I can't record as long as of a video. But can't wait to get the new GoPro up and running and everything. I'm not going back home until Christmas. It's almost Thanksgiving. I wanted to go ahead and stay out because they give a bonus for people that stay out over major holidays. Wife and kids are not too happy about it, but she understands and everything. I'm getting ready to start up a new YouTube channel and everything. It's called SRT Jeep Guy 101. I went and bought a SRT 8 Jeep Grand Cherokee that I'm going to start souping up and everything. I've already put, I didn't record it, I wish I would have, but I've already put a $1,400 exhaust system on it and a cold air intake. And at that point in time, I wasn't going to do any videos on it and everything or make a YouTube channel off of it, but I got a couple of friends that do really good at YouTube on here. They're actually really big name people that do vehicles. And I'm going to go ahead and start up a YouTube channel for that. Now, as y'all know and everything in my last video, I'm out for about a month and a half at a time. So my videos are going to be spaced out on them and everything because of where I'm not home with the vehicle all the time. But I plan on doing a lot of work to it. I'm going to put a cam in it and a supercharger. And I'm wanting to get it about 700 horsepower, 700 to 800 horsepower. I do plan on buying other vehicles. We've got our eye on a 2500 Dodge Cummins diesel. It's just basic truck and everything. There's nothing done to it. It's got a brush guard on it. Other than that, there's nothing else done to it. I plan on putting a little bit of a lift on it and putting big mud tires on it and Plan on doing some twin turbo kits and everything on it. So I plan on doing a lot to help that channel out, and I promise I'm going to start putting more videos out on this channel too. But it's just I want to call out my other YouTube channel that I'm starting up and everything. Like I said, it's SRT Jeep Guy 101. Doesn't have any videos on it right now. It may be even actually hard to find. I just want to like and subscribe on that video, like and subscribe on this video and everything. I want to try to get my this channel up and running a little bit better. I am going to start posting better videos and more videos. But I did have somebody message me a couple of weeks back. His name was Thomas something. He lived in Kentucky, and he asked me a question and everything. I read the video or the email this morning and everything. Let me get it pulled up. He said that he had been he's been driving for almost 6 years now. Just started flatbedding about a year ago and everything, and he was asking about how ATS was and how good of a company they were, and if their lease program, he's wanting to get into a truck and everything, their lease program, how it was. I want to tell y'all a little bit about ATS, the company that I'm leased on with. I've been driving for going on 15 years. I've been doing flatbed and oversized loads. Well, I don't do flatbeds. This company does flatbeds, but I don't touch them. I will not pull a flatbed. I just don't like flatbeds. I pull a lot of drop decks and double drops and everything, RGNs. I do a lot of oversized loads. That's one main reason why I come to this company, is I wanted to get into oversized where you really make some good money. I've been here for about a year now, and December the 7th will be a year. I'm not gonna lie, I made about $220,000 this year, depending on how much more I make and everything by the time taxes come out. So ATS is a really good company. They treat you good. I love my dispatcher. The first dispatcher I had wasn't too good. There was about 3 months that I went maybe making $400 and $500 checks, and I wasn't happy at all with him. And I talked to the main guy over dispatching and everything, and told him, hey, I'm gonna quit if you don't get me a better dispatcher, or talk to this dispatcher and us figure out what's going on. Sorry, I've got trucks moving around me and everything, and that one was kind of close to me. But ATS, if you go into the leasing program, if you go into flat, I don't know much about the van, so they do have a van division. It's not reefer, it's dry box. If you go into the flatbed division and everything, the specialized, they start you out at 65% of your load, of what your load pays, and your fuel surcharge changes from week to week. Like right now, our fuel surcharge is 41 cents a gallon and everything. So they pay that 41 cents and everything off of your total price and everything. So it's actually a pretty good deal. It's just like with this load. I'll go over the load that I just did. Like I said, I picked it up in Kentucky. Excuse me, not Ohio. Picked it up in Lexington, Kentucky. Had 2 stops in Dallas, one in Austin, and one in Laredo. The load paid $2,600. The load only weighed about 700 pounds. I was fully loaded on the drop deck, but it was only 700 pounds. It was air conditioner units, real small air conditioner units for companies. The fuel surcharge and everything, they went it up through the miles and everything. I got $530 on fuel surcharge. That's money that they pay towards your fuel and everything that you got. Well, I only got $561 worth of fuel, so I only had to pay out of pocket, what, $32? So after everything's said and done, I got a stop pay of $375 for all the stops. I get paid more than 65% now where I've been here for a while. After everything's said and done, fuel and everything like that, I made $2,057 off of this load. And I picked it up 2 days ago. So, I mean, I'm really happy with the company. I do make money off of this company. There's times, and I can prove it and everything, there's times that I've made $1,500 checks, just depending on what load you put yourself on. See, that's another good thing I love about this company and everything, is I get to choose my loads. We have Qualcomms, or Omnitracs, and we get to choose our loads. They send us, depending on the area that you're in and on how many loads that you have in that area, they, like when I got the Kentucky load and everything, they sent me 6 different loads. This was the better paying load for the weight and everything like that. I've been an owner-operator before this, so I knew what to look for and everything. If you've never done it before, take your time. Slow down and pay attention to what you're doing, because it might pay a lot, but you may screw yourself on the long run, because of you might say you pick up a load in Texas and it delivers in Pennsylvania, but you might be on that load for 5 days. It might pay $3,000, only weighs 500 pounds, but you don't want to be on that load for 4 or 5 days. You want to get something that can go ahead and load right then and there and deliver within 2 days to be able to make money. You only might make $1,500 off of the load after everything's said and done, but you pick up another load and deliver it in another 2 days, you might make $1,800 off of that. Well, you made more than what you were going to make off of a load that sit for 5 days. So you got to pay attention to the loads and everything. You got to pay attention to all the little details and everything that come with that load. Now, I did get a used truck. Sorry, like I said, I've got a lot of trucks around me. I'm still at the receiver and everything. I'm pulled off on the road, and they're trying to back into spots over here, and some of them's getting pretty close to my truck. But when you come into orientation, you're in orientation for 3 days. I believe it was 3 days. And on the 4th day and everything, you got to get in your truck and get a load and go. Well, the first day that you were in orientation and everything, you did a couple of paperwork and everything, and you got to go out and pick your truck. You wasn't assigned a truck. You got to actually pick your truck out of what they had available. Now, they had 2017 and 2016 model trucks at that time, but until I knew what this company was about, I didn't want a new truck. I didn't want that higher payment. Now, their payments are actually not that bad every week. I could have got a 2018 or a 2017 truck that only had like 160,000 miles on it. My payments were only going to be like $621 a month or a week. Now that may sound high to people that don't know about it, but that's actually pretty low for a newer model truck. Now, I got a 2014 model. The truck was very well taken care of. The guy retired, and the company bought the truck back from him. He was the original driver, the only driver that was ever in it. The truck was really nice on the inside, didn't have no scratches or dents on the outside. Had a brand new set of tires, drives and steers on it. I took it down the road. They let me go ahead and take it down the road. Where our shop, the east shop is what they call it, is on a really long road, and it's the only thing that's on that road. So they'll let you take it down to the stop sign or the turnaround spot and bring it back and everything, and let you test drive it a little bit to see if you like it. I'm glad I picked this truck. My payments were only $400 a week, and I made a really good decision. I don't really like the color blue, as you can see right here. I didn't really like the color all that much, but at that point in time, all I was worried about was trying to make money because I just started with the company. Very, very, very good decision on this truck. I've only had one problem with this truck. It only cost me about $600 to pay for it, to get it fixed. I had a radiator leak and everything. So the vehicle, the truck and everything has been a really good truck. I haven't had any problems out of her. She still drives straight as an arrow. Another thing that you want to look at if you want to come to ATS and everything is your home time. If you're a company driver, don't expect to be home when you want to be home. They'll get you home when they want you home. Now I don't know if that's true or not, but I've had a lot of drivers tell me that's been company. With being an owner-operator, you get to go home when you want to go home. Now, you might be home a day early, or you might be home a day or two late from what you want to be home, but they get you home in that little section of area that you wanted to get home in. They'll put you home at that time, and that's what I love about this company. Now, I can go home every 2 weeks if I want to, or even every weekend if I want to, but I ain't gonna make no money. Like I said, I stay out for about a month. Now I've stayed out for 2.5 months before and everything, because we needed the money down to buy our new home that we bought. So ATS is a really good company. It's not like some of the bigger companies and everything that you got to give them your truck number when you call in. You always talk to your dispatcher or somebody that knows, that works with your dispatcher. And when you call in, you don't have to tell your thing. They look down at your name and everything and your number that comes up on their caller IDs and everything, and they're like, "Hey, Mr. Sayers, how you doing today? Blah, 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 blah." And I'm like, hey, I like this. I've worked for bigger companies and everything, and you have to call in and give them your PIN number and your truck number and what load you're on and all this shit before they even know who you are. Now I got my Christmas gift and everything. I got $150. They've got a store that you can buy off of the internet. You can buy all kinds of ATS gear, hats, shirts, coats, Under Armour, Nike. I mean, big name brand stuff and everything. Well, you got a $150 gift certificate and everything for Christmas. And that was our gift and everything from the company. Well, I got a really nice coat. I got a really nice coat with ATS and my name on the back of it. And I got 6, where I'm a flatbedder and everything, I got 6 yellow shirts and everything with ATS and a reflective tape across the stomach and the chest, and then 2 down through here with a pocket on it. $150 worth and everything. I mean, hell, I wasn't going to complain. I mean, they take care of their drivers. Their maintenance and everything is really nice. You've got 3 different accounts when you set up with the company and everything. You got a maintenance account, you got a reserve account, and then you got a promissory note account. Well, promissory note is when you go into the company and everything, and like when you go to one of the yards and you like, hey, I need some more chains and everything, you don't have to pay for them right then and there, and they don't take it out of your check. They put it in your promissory note and everything, and you pay out a certain percentage or miles, cents per mile out of each check and everything to pay back that promissory. Then you got a maintenance account. Hell, I've got over $4,000 right now in my maintenance account in case something happens to my truck. You know, it'll roll over to my new truck if I want it to. Or when I get done with this lease in December 7th, I can say, hey, I want that money and everything, and they'll give me that $4,000 some dollars on my next check. And then you got the reserve account. You get a certain amount of money taken back out of each check and everything. It's cents per mile again. I can't remember exactly what the cents per mile is. Yeah, that truck sounds like shit. But they take a certain amount out of each check, and they put it into a reserve account. Well, I can pull out of that account if I want to, anytime during my contract. Or I can leave it in there and say, hey, I want to go home and everything for a week or 2 weeks or something like that. And see, that's another thing I love about them. When you go home, they're not calling you, hey, let's go back out on the road. They're not bothering you. You let them know how long you want to take off, and you can take that amount off of time. Now, I wouldn't advise you to go out and stay out for 3 weeks, because it's going to take you a month to 2 months to make up how much your truck payments and insurance and all that stuff was. Unless you have money in your reserve account. Well, see, I keep it up and everything to where I get about $800 and everything in my account, and I'll go home. Which before then, it'll take you about 2 months to get up to about $800, depending on your loads and how many miles you run. Well, about every other time that I go in, I'll take about 2.5, 3 weeks off, because I've got enough in my promissory note to make a truck payment and insurance and all that stuff. Or not the promissory, but a reserve account. So ATS is a really good company. I love the way that everything's set up. Your maintenance is really easy. Your PMs, you can take it to TA, Flying J. You can get fuel at any truck stop you want. As long as they take our EFS cards, you can get fuel there. You're not sectioned to one certain truck stop. And I mean, there's a lot of great things about this company. But Kyle Dispatch or Kyle Recruiting and everything, and if anybody calls on them and everything, you call them and everything, and Robbie was my recruiter. Their direct number is 320-258-2820, and give them the global ID number and everything of 469346, and let them know that I brought you in and everything, that you seen this video on YouTube of me talking about the company and everything, and you'll get a bonus for mentioning me, and I get a bonus for you mentioning me. But I'm sitting here waiting on the load. I just wanted to post a video, talk a little bit about the company that I'm working with and everything, let y'all know what's going on. I am going to start posting more videos, like I said, and like I said, I've got a car video channel now and everything. I haven't got any videos up on it, but it's SRT Jeep Guy 101. Look it up and everything. I'll be home on the 22nd of December, and I'm getting a Diablo Pro Tuner and I've already got the Pro Tuner at home, and I got a throttle body and a new cold air intake. I just got a cheap cold air intake from Advance Auto to put on it when I first got it. Well, I'm actually got a HKS performance cold air intake to go on it. It's already at home. I haven't received the throttle body yet for the vehicle. So when I get home, I'm gonna do videos and everything of it, of me installing it and everything, and then I'm going to take it to a dyno place and everything after Christmas, and I'm going to dyno it out and everything. I'm expecting it come out of the factory with 480 horsepower. I'm expecting it to probably be pushing with the cold air intake, the performance exhaust system that I've got on it, Bora, whatever the hell the name of it is. I can't think of the name of it. But with it on there, the cold air intake, the throttle body, and the Diablo tuner and everything. I don't know how to use the Diablo tuner. I don't want to try to use it. I want somebody that knows how to use it to show me how to. because I don't want to mess something up. So I'm going to take it to a tuner, and he's got a dyno. I'm thinking that I'm probably going to be pushing around about 530 to 550 and everything on horsepower. But I will post that video too. But but everybody like and subscribe the video and my channel. And remember, SRT Jeep Guy 101 is my new YouTube channel and everything. I will be posting videos on this throughout the time that I'm on the road. But y'all have a good day. I'm going to call dispatch. I haven't received any loads, and I've been empty for about an hour now. That's not normal. I think a lot of it has to do with the holiday. But I'm going to call dispatch and find out what's going on and everything. And I will talk to y'all in my next video.